Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Make My Food Awesome. I'm Mark Allen France, your guide to good food. And unfortunately right now Trisha's not here. She's out picking up the kids from their dads. But we did talk together and we came up with an idea for today's episode. So it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty sneaky. And it's going to be based around protein. So when you're looking at trying to get some protein for your body to help sustain you, a lot of folks who are not vegan, they always question it. It's one of the first things they say, oh, how do you get protein? How do you get protein? You don't eat meat. How do you get protein? Well, there's lots of different ways. There's lots of foods out there loaded with protein, but there's also a couple little things that you can add in to help make there be more protein in your meal. Now, one that I use a lot, now I've got a container here, and this is Vital Wheat Gluten. Now, Vital Wheat Gluten, it's about 80% protein. And when you add that into something, it helps bind it together. And sometimes I'll make different, around Christmas time, I'll make a roast, which is very, very delicious. I use Vital Wheat Gluten in there. Burgers sometimes have Vital Wheat Gluten in them, and I plan on doing, an episode dedicated to the burger and using Vital Wheat Gluten is one of them. But there's also some other stuff out there that I wanted to look into, and I had kept hearing about TVP. Now, TVP is textured vegetable protein, and I found this guy right here. Found this online. Now, yes, I can't find this in many stores at all. If any around here have it, I'd be very, very happy. But I can order it online. And it is Just Like Beef by Wholesome Provisions. And it's textured vegetable protein. Now, that does have a lot of protein in it. I know that when it comes in these small little cubes, and you add a vegetable broth or stock to it, or water, and it expands. Now, with reading this, you mix 1 cup together, and it says that for this entire bag is 1 pound. So that 1 pound will make 3.4 pounds. That's amazing. So that's something that you can break up into different little baggies of a cup each. Set those aside and just use it as you go. You can prepare it also into the meat mixtures that you want, whether you want to make ground beef, hamburgers, or if you want to make sausage with it. You can do all those and freeze it. So it is something that you can freeze. So in talking to Trisha, I sat there and I said, we wanted to get Luke and Emma introduced into the show. And this was a great way to do it. So I said, they love tacos. So today is going to be the first day back, and we want to make tacos for them, and some, they're going to have burgers out on the grill. But I was like, well, I got this Just Like Beef TVP. How about if I make some of that, and we'll try to give them like a taste test. And so my whole idea was to have 3 different tacos. One I'm going to tell them has beef in it. There's Milo. One I'm going to tell them has beef and sausage in it, and the other one I'm going to say has TVP in it. So I'm going to cook those all up. And once those are all cooked, I'm going to, not going to let them know, but we're going to have them try each taco. The thing they don't know is it's all going to be TVP. I'm just going to cook it different ways. And I'm going to have them pick out which one they think is the beef, which one they think is the beef and sausage, and which one they think is the TVP. And then they're going to pick which is their favorite dish. And at that point, since they're not going to know, Trisha and I are going to throw it out there. Oh, by the way, it's all TVP. And sometimes for kids, it's harder to get them to eat certain things, vegetables. Tofu is one thing. Tofu is something that some people like, some people don't. But a lot of people who don't like it haven't had it because it's not been cooked properly. And that's going to be like with this TVP. I'm going to do everything just like I'm cooking if I was cooking regular beef. And I'm going to make them all these tacos, and we're going to have them taste test them right in front of you guys. They're going to let us know which one they like the best, and then we're going to throw it out there that it's all TVP. So a bit of a surprise for them. You know, it's their first day back, so we're going to trick them a little bit, and it'll be fun, all family fun. So it'll also be time for us to be together as a family and spend time because, you know, they've been away for us for a while because of this quarantine. So it's going to be nice for us to be able to spend some time together. And this is just something fun extra on the side. Cooking together as a family, though, is amazing. You know, it's a great way to connect with you know, your tweens and your teens and even your kids who are in college. It's a great way to connect with them. You know, throw out some ideas to them that you have, and then listen to their ideas for what they'd like to make. I know that a lot of kids are going to be wanting, you know, brownies and let's, you know, make all these desserts. But, you know, try to get them involved into some of the healthier side. That's a great idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this with the TVP. And it's pretty simple. It's just, for this, it's just taking the cup, adding a cup of boiling water or vegetable broth, whatever you wanted to use for it. So I'm actually, for mine, I'm going to mix some spices into the broth to spice it up a little bit. And then as I'm cooking it, I'll add in more and taste it along the way just to get 3 different variants on it. So let's go get some cooking done. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start off by either boiling some water or heating up some water in your microwave. It doesn't matter either way, just as long as you start off with some really nice hot water. Now, today I'm going to be using some different ingredients to add flavor. So here we have a vegetable bouillon. Now the one thing about this is you want to make sure you don't use too much because it does have a lot of sodium. And then we're going to use some smoked paprika to put in a little bit of smokiness that goes great with the taco seasoning. And for the taco seasoning, we're using an Ortega 40% less sodium. Now remember, like I said, don't use too much because we do have a lot of components with sodium in it. Right, and then I'm going to be putting in a little bit of grill seasoning. This is a no salt added grill seasoning. This is great. It has a lot of flavor to it. A little bit of garlic powder, one of my favorites to add into almost any dish. Cumin. Cumin is great paired well with taco seasoning, and pepper, of course, to spice things up a little bit. And then I've got our low sodium tamari, which is a great soy replacement. So in a glass container or bowl, I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of our bouillon base. And then to that I'm going to add in a half a teaspoon of tamari. And once that's all in there, I'm going to add in our hot water. And you can see that dissolve once you add it in there. It imparts that flavor throughout that water, which is going to go into our TVP. Once your water's in there, go ahead and use a whisk and whisk that all together. Make sure it's all dissolved. And then get a pair of scissors, open up your bag of TVP, and we're going to put in our TVP. Now I'm going to heap up my cup of TVP because there's generally a little bit of water left over when it's done absorbing, so that's all right. Now remember, 1 cup of water to 1 cup of TVP. So we've got 2 cups water, 2 cups TVP. We're going to mix it together, and once everything's gotten down into the water enough to start soaking up the water, we're going to let it set for about 15 to 20 minutes. And this is what it should look like. It's absorbed a lot of that water. And I've removed a little bit at the end. Nice good chunks. Now for our recipes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into 3 different portions. 1 for the TVP, 1 for the ground beef, 1 for the ground beef and sausage mixtures. Now for the ground beef and the ground beef and sausage mixtures, I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to run it through there and give a nice fine chop on our TVP. That's going to break it down, make it look more like ground beef. And you can see right here, it's a nice fine chop on there. Looks more like ground beef. It's a great texture as well. Now in a pan, we're going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. You can use a vegan butter, that's absolutely fine. If you want to use some coconut butter, that's fine too. Okay, we're going to pour in our TVP, and then we're going to add in our different spices to this. I know that, for this one I put in some of our taco seasoning, a little bit of our grill seasoning, and I added in some lemon juice. Now lemon juice, what that does is it fools your taste buds and makes them feel like there's possibly salt in there. You don't want to put too much, because if you put too much, you're going to have a lemony taste. So just fool them a little bit. And we're going to do this with the other two dishes and make sure that everything's put together. And what I'm doing is I'm just adding in different ingredients to try to break them up so that each one has its own individual taste, even though it's all TVP in the end. And there you go. It looks a great dish. Okay, guys, so in between that time that I was able to get everything cooked, look who came home.
Hi, guys. I'm
Trisha
back.
came home. So I forgot, you know what I forgot to say? I forgot to say, this is Trisha, the heiress of horticulture.
Okay, thank you, honey, for an introduction
well,
like that.
That was that one that you like?
I'm still going to think on that one.
Well, okay. So anyways, I'll get one figured out. So with Trisha, she brought home a couple special people, and they're going to actually be special guests. This is going to be their first time on the YouTube show. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually have Luke and Emma, if you guys want to come out here real quick.
Come on, guys.
They've been hiding. We had them hide away. We don't normally hide them away like that. They can come right in between us. You can go on that side, honey. So, this is Luke.
Hi, I'm Luke.
This is Emma.
Hi.
And I'm just going to make sure that we have everyone in there. Oh, we're good. We're good. So, what we're doing today, so I already explained that loosely to them what we're going to do. And I've told you guys what we're going to do, but I'm going to do it again. So, we have tacos. We have taco 1, 2, and 3. So you guys will take one taco from each plate. Now, one plate has got ground beef on it. One plate has got ground beef and sausage on it. One plate has got a textured vegetable protein, TVP. So that's all cooked up, all nice and yummy. Unfortunately, the meat's not super warm right now because I had to store it away, but it's fine. So there's a little bit of taco sauce on there, some lettuce, and some cheese. So what I'm going to have you guys do is grab a plate. Okay. And
Here's
we're
your
going to start
napkin in
off.
front
We're going
of
to
you.
start off with number 1. So go ahead and take one
your
taco
taco.
off there. Now what you guys will do is before you take a bite,
Put it on your plate.
is you're going to if you like it, you can talk about how it tastes, you can talk about the spices in it. But you have to figure out which one's going to be the beef, which one's going to be the beef and sausage, which one's going to be the TVP. And then you guys will let me know at the end. You guys will decide.
What you think, what is what?
And then you'll pick your favorite one. So go
Okay.
ahead and try that one out. And I want you guys just... I put a lot on. I guess it's a little bit big for Emma's little mouth. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Has good flavor.
Good flavor. Okay. Emma, do you like it?
Well, she's got a mouthful.
Oh, sorry, forgot. Little mouth, little chews.
I think it's good.
Okay, if you want to put your unfinished one back on there,
Yeah.
make sure you keep track of it because you guys can eat those later for dinner or lunch or whatever you want. So take a swig of water, clear your mouth out. And what we'll do is, if you guys want to, grab. Oh, I was going to have them dump the. If you guys want to dump the rest of your little.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and let's go on to number 2.
Wait, did you want to say anything about 1?
Yep.
No, I'm okay. I just thought it was good.
Okay.
All
All right. Go ahead and number 2. Take number 2. Now I've been slaving over a hot stove, so I hope these are good.
All right.
Well, the first one was.
Good.
Okay.
Let me know if you notice any difference in taste.
It's less, a little less spice on this one.
A little less spice on that one. Okay.
It's, I don't know, it's like less, less meaty, I guess.
Less meaty. Well, okay. So
Okay,
go ahead
put it
and
in
put,
there.
put yours back on there. Emma, anything you can say about yours?
Yeah. I noticed that the meat chunks weren't as big, and like Luke said, they're not as like spicy.
Okay.
And I thought they were very similar in taste, but I thought they were both good.
Okay. Good. Good. Well, if I can cook them all tasting the same, that must mean something's really good. So
Yeah.
go ahead and with number 3, grab number 3. All right, I'm gonna move back just that way a little bit. I don't want to fall out of frame. I'd be like chopped off. Go ahead and taste this one. And if you have to go in for a second bite, you can go in for a second bite. There's no problem.
This one has like good flavor all around.
Good flavor around. Okay, good.
So, is it on the spicy scale? What would
Honey,
you
don't
say?
drop out of frame.
In between,
In between. Okay.
Medium. Okay.
like
Emma,
not as spicy
not
as
as
that
spicy
one,
as the
but
first one. Okay.
I thought this one was also good, and I didn't think it was really that spicy.
You didn't think it was that spicy. Okay.
Do you think that one was spicier? Number 1? No. Okay.
Now what
They
we're
were
gonna
both
do
good. Well, all of them were good.
is we're going to let you guys decide between the both of you which one you think. Go ahead and put. Actually, if you want to put your tacos on here,
Yep. Put your tacos back in there so we know.
make
what's
sure you
what.
know which one's yours. Okay. So, if you guys want to decide together, or do you guys want to decide separately, and have a kind of competition between both of you?
separate.
Separately. Okay, they're going to try separately. Okay. So, I want you guys to tell me which one you think is the beef taco.
Oh,
Honey.
I think this one
Same.
is the beef taco.
I think that one's the
I
beef
think
taco.
that one, yeah.
Okay. So, which one is the sausage and beef one, the combo? Sorry, I
I
keep
think-
looking this way because Hannah's
Oh.
down there looking up at us.
I think that one is like,
The sausage and
yeah.
The sausage and beef, okay.
beef. Okay.
I think this
And-
one's sausage and beef.
You think
Okay.
that one's sausage and beef. Okay. So that means, Emma, you think this one's the TVP, correct?
I think that one is.
You-
You think
TVP.
that one is- okay.
Okay. So, do you guys want to know which one's which?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
maybe they should say what their favorite.
Oh,
is
which one's your
first.
favorite one?
I kind of like the number 3.
Number
the
3.
best.
Okay, Emma.
Okay.
I liked all of them.
You liked all of them?
You don't have one that you liked better than the other?
I like 3. Just
You like 3? Okay.
tastes like a taco. Like what you think a taco would taste like.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys which one. Okay. First of all, did you notice something about the cheese on top?
It's vegan.
It is vegan cheese.
Sorry, I had like a. Ooh.
You like it? Oh, good. That is good.
I noticed there's less cheese.
There was Luke likes cheese.
Luke pours like so much cheese on his tacos and
Yes.
Parmesan cheese on
I
his
know.
spaghetti.
I noticed there was like, it's different color. It's more like a yellowish than like cheddar would be. It's like cheddar's more orange.
Yeah, it's like a kind of like a mustard yellow
Okay.
or banana yellow.
Okay.
All right. So the color's different. Do you like the cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I know
couldn't
you
really
do.
tell.
Just making sure you didn't fall out of frame. You keep edging that way. But you're a little bit in shadow. That's all right. Sorry, directing in the middle of the episode. So now, do you guys want to find out which one's which?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Emma, you said which one's your favorite?
All of them.
All of them. And Luke, this is your favorite. Okay. So number one, I will tell you that this one right here, this one right here, and this one right here, they're all vegan.
Oh yeah, I felt like they were.
Oh well, they're all vegan.
What'd
I
you
didn't
think?
use
I
any.
took your guys' word for what it was. So.
We tricked them. Well, I talked
Well, we
to
didn't-
them
well,
about. It was a little trick we to play,
As
but it
soon
was fun.
as soon as like I was eating like all of them and I was like
I mean,
tasting
this one
it
did
and getting
seem
into it, I
not
was
like-
like, oh, this can't be like beef and so it like
Okay.
and I had that different like taste in my
Different
mouth
taste,
and like
this
okay.
texture.
one. I just like the chunks and like
That's what I
just
did.
like the texture of it.
It reminds
and
me
how
of
it
like
looked. It just I honestly thought that one was the TVP.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually left it in big chunks like that on purpose, and then I chopped up all these other ones.
I thought it like reminded me of like when we have like chicken tacos, like 'cause
Oh.
the big pieces.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so
That makes
So-
sense.
So surprisingly, would you guys eat this again?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I still like number 3 the best.
Maybe he likes the texture of the smoke. Is that like the finest?
That
meat?
is well, it's not just that. That's the one that actually I put more spice into,
Okay.
which was so yeah. So that one had a little bit more.
So
spice.
which
figured-
ones are the beef and sausage, beef and?
They're
like-
they're none of
No,
them.
no, I know, but you were trying to
Oh,
simulate.
this to simulate. This one actually was supposed to be the one that was the beef and the sausage. This
Okay.
one was the beef, and this one was TVP. But I just added different spices in them just to try to see if I could fool you guys with the taste. But if you guys
Yeah.
like them, audience out there, you guys, I highly recommend you guys try this stuff. It's one of the first times that I've tried it before. And then later on, we could actually take some of this. We can turn it into some hamburgers. We can make sausage out of it. Not saying that I'm going to force these guys into being vegan, because making Luke eat something beyond beef and potatoes is that's difficult
Well,
to
he
do.
likes this. This is another.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Another
Yeah.
first.
And when we were guessing, I had a feeling because I was looking at them before. I had a feeling that was the like
TVP?
yeah, because just telling by the big chunks, I thought it was just like that.
Okay.
So that's what I thought.
Well, you guys are
that's
both
why
winners.
I guessed it.
Both winners. And it's
High
great
five.
to have you guys home.
High five.
Like I said, guys, get out there, cook with your families. It's fun. This was something fun to do. We're going to play some video games a little bit later, probably. And then, yeah, we're going to try to enjoy the evening. I hope you guys have a great time, a great day. Enjoy the time together with one another while we're, stuck in this quarantine. And come back and join us again on Make My Food Awesome. So, you guys want to say bye to everyone out
Bye.
there?
Bye.
You guys
Thanks for
take
joining
care.
us.
We'll see you guys soon.